け翼。これで試合を決めてやる。ゴールは奪える時に奪ったくもんだ。
Hi guys, welcome back to Tsubasa, your go-to channel when it comes to high-quality videos for Captain Tsubasa Dream Team. T.K here, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic day as usual. I'm here to go through the Mexican players wearing the official black Mexico national team jersey. Do subscribe and leave a like to show your appreciation for our hard work. Let's kick off today's video for Espadas and Ramirez, EK. Ricardo Espadas, Sky penetrating forward, is a toughness type Mexican forward. He has an unorthodox playstyle, participating in offense even though he's primarily a keeper. The Miracle Keeper is given 4 hidden abilities: Bond, all players plus 2% stats with 5 or more toughness type players regardless of region. Price of Confused Fight, minus 10% stats for his opponent's next action when Espadas loses a matchup. Skill Block Cancel, cancels 1 special skill block used against Espadas. Lastly, Assign High Baller, a pass Espadas received within the box from his forward teammates will result in a high ball. A rather interesting ability but inferior compared to high ball requests. Now let's take a look at his skill set. Espadas comes with Super Solidarity for toughness type non-Japanese players plus 20%. His passive Enhanced Special Skill High Flying Shots grants him a massive 20% force bonus to his High Flying Shots special skills. His main skill, Kondo Strike, is a 570 momentum header with his passive active, and it requires 400 stamina per use. His sub-skills are S Trick Shot, a 440 momentum volley, and A Kondo Intercept, capped at 320 momentum. Espadas' stats allocation indicates that Espadas is an out-and-out forward that is not capable of defending. His shot is at 8.8k backed by a 7.2k power, dribbling pleasing enough at 8.2k and pass at 7.7k to round things up. Unfortunately, Espadas does not have any flying shot bonus. As for his limit break, we suggest going for the regular attacking build, 25 shot, speed, power, 22 pass, and 3 technique. Espadas does not have any top tier dribble, pass, nor 1-2 to make it worthwhile going for other builds. 25 points for speed to help with mobility since he has only 5.7k base speed. Espadas' parameters suggest that he is not among the most lethal around. His shot is a bit shy of 14k and both his dribble and pass above 11k. All of Espadas' special skills are at a mediocre level, not worth mentioning except for his Kondo Strike due to his passive at almost 80k. Espadas does not have a whole lot of outfield skills to choose from, so we suggest retaining all his default skills, drop him S technical pass and S skill dribble to complete his build. Now on to our final thoughts. Espadas is somewhat a viable goal scorer using his main skill against a few of the meta keepers, however he will have a hard time winning any sort of matchup, meaning that he is very reliant on his teammate to set him up. Basically, he's a needy one-trick pony that is not effective as the recently released Club DS and Hino. In my opinion, Espadas is worth 2 stars. You should only consider pulling for him if you have limited scoring options or need his bond and team skill badly, or if you are already playing the toughness type Ramirez, providing up to 7% buff for Espadas. Hugo Ramirez, unyielding attacking midfielder, is a skill type attacking midfielder that captains the under-23 Mexican team. He is also known as the Mexican hero and is incredibly popular in his home country. Like Espadas, Ramirez is given 4 hidden abilities, Bond plus 1% for his teammates and minus 5% stats against his opponents, with 3 or more toughness type players. pass killer, granting him plus 35% stats when an opponent uses a pass. Finally, stats down, a massive 20% stats reduction for his unfortunate matchup opponent. Do note that the debuff here can be reduced by stats handicap resistance, and it applies to goalkeepers as well. Ramirez comes with a relevant team skill, Super Solidarity for skill type non-Japanese players plus 20%. There are a total of 9 players that come with this team skill since the 3rd anniversary campaign. His passive is Insight Master plus 15% stats when picking the correct action in a matchup. His main skill, Swing Shot, is capped at 465 momentum and costs 430 stamina. His other notable S-rank sub-skill, Hugo Step, is capped at 420 momentum that requires 250 stamina per use. He is rounded up with 2 A-rank skills, Slugger Pass and Swift Interception. Most of his stats are at best mediocre, with nothing much standing out. A 8.1k shot, 6.6k dribble, and 6.8k pass won't paint a nice picture for the current meta. However, Ramirez might be able to function effectively despite his mediocre stats due to his massive debuffs. As for his limit break, we suggest going the safe route: 16 dribble, tackle, 18 speed, 17 pass, intercept, and 16 technique. There are many ways to limit break him depending on your lineup and if boundary break is available. For example, it's not crazy to go for 25 shot and power if your team is built around stacking debuffs. Ramirez looks like an average Joe even with limit break applied, as none of his parameters surpass 12k. Swing Shot is at an all-time low of 53.7k force despite his shot being his prize parameter. Hugo Step at 46k and Slugger Pass just shy of 50k. Defensively, he is not relevant at this point. Assuming that he is a game reader activating his passive, all his parameters look less depressing. Hugo Step at 53k, Slugger Pass 57k, Speed Tackle 40k, and lastly, Swift Interception at 46.6k force. Using a pass against him improved his Swift Interception drastically to 60.8k. As for his skill build, upgrade his A, Slugger Pass and Swift Interception with the S version and complete his build with S, Speed Tackle, or just A, Speed Tackle if you find it too painful to invest the S version. Alright, now on to our thoughts for Ramirez. We have mixed feelings for him, as we do feel that he is a very interesting player to use, but at the same time, his effectiveness is dependent on how much stat handicap resistance his opponent has. He can either perform extremely well, even capable of scoring goals in a team stacking debuffs, against a team without much stats handicap resistance, or utterly mediocre, or even ineffective against a team packed with tons of debuff reduction. He is like a mystery box to us as of now, since we don't have the luxury to pull for him to test him out ourselves, so we are not going to rate Ramirez. Do let us know how would you rate him and whether he can perform and score against meta teams in the comment section down below. Once again, Caleb handed out an interesting banner. It is not a great banner, but still much better than those debut banner released right after 3rd anniversary. Both players can fit into lesser meta teams one way or another, but we are not too sure if they can make it to the bigger picture, as there are better options out there. Alright, that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and thank you so much for watching. Support us by leaving a like and consider joining us as a patron or YouTube member. Do at least take a look and see what is in for you. Have a nice one and I'll see you guys again. Bye bye.